Did the NRA stop the constitutional carry bill in North Carolina? Yeah, in a way they did. You're going to want to hear this one. This video is brought to us by Blackout Coffee. Guys, as a part owner, I wanted to let you know that because of popular demand, our investment round was reopened. So if you'd like to become part of the family and invest in this company, become one of the owners, grab some shares, it's still available for a very limited time. I'll have the link down below. Also, we make the best coffee, teas, and hot chocolates. Don't believe me? Give it a try. We have subscriptions, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. We'll just ship it right to you. blackoutcoffee.com/GNG. You can always save 10% with code GNG10. All right, let's get to what's going on. HB 189. It's the constitutional carry bill in North Carolina. Talked about it a few times here already. It's cleared 2 committees in the last couple days, and it was supposed to have probably been to the floor yesterday for a full House vote. Yet it was pulled. Why was it pulled? Well, I started to check into it this morning. Checked in with a couple of my friends who are in North Carolina who are part of this process. And yeah, I'm going to bring you the information. It's up to you to make the decision and who you're going to be upset with. But I'll tell you this. The bill was moving forward. The bill has an issue that some people don't like, some people don't care, and it has to do with training. Now, the training, I'm going to go to my notes because I want to read it to you exactly. I reached out to Paul Vallone, who's a buddy of mine. He runs Grassroots North Carolina. And I said, hey, man, how's it going? Good morning. What's the status with HB 189? Because I'm getting a lot of people reaching out from North Carolina. JR, what's going on? Why is it stopped? Why was it pulled? Well, it wasn't technically pulled. Let me explain. It was re-referred to the Rules Committee after NRA came out against the bill. Yes. Now, the bill has a training requirement in it. And I asked about the training requirement. Is it something that could get somebody jammed up if they choose to constitutional carry, carry without a permit, without a government permission slip? Could they get jammed up by a rogue cop who says, you're carrying on constitutional carry? Where did you take any training? And from what Paul told me, he said, absolutely not, because there is no registry of training. There is no central database. He said, and I'm going to read to you, there is only a requirement that the person who is to carry concealed take a course on laws governing carry, and it can be from the NRA, USCCA, or an online course stipulated by North Carolina. There's no requirement to prove it, and there's no way to double check. And I asked Paul, why do we need that in there? What's the reason that there has to be this training requirement? And he told me straight up, North Carolina House Speaker Tim Moore refused to move the bill unless it was in the bill. So that's where the bill started to gain steam. And it passed the Judiciary Committee, and it passed the Rules Committee, and was keyed to go to the floor for a full vote yesterday. Now, I'll tell you where it stands right now before I get into the NRA issue, that the sponsor of the bill is looking to do something today that would make it immune from the crossover deadline. The crossover deadline's today, so if he can't get what he wants done, it's got to get out of the House today. So make those calls if you live in North Carolina, because it is working. Believe me, I'm checking, and I'm getting people say that the pressure is immense, and we're doing everything we can to pass it. That's good. Now I'm gonna tell you what the NRA did, and as a result of what they did, it was re-referred to the Rules Committee. It was a big step backwards. So here it is. During yesterday's session, House Speaker Tim Moore said he was taking the bill off the calendar and sending it back to the House Rules Committee. The top Republican in the Senate also said yesterday that he didn't believe lawmakers needed to take up another gun rights bill now, in light of the legislature's successful repeal in March of the state's permit law for buying handguns. His quote, "We have passed a substantial bill dealing with some concerns about the Second Amendment. We've done away with the pistol purchase permit, which was the #1 goal of many of the gun rights groups for a long period of time." And that's Senate Leader Phil Berger. I just don't know if there's a need for us to delve into additional issues dealing with guns and people's Second Amendment rights. He said, I think people have a constitutional right to protect themselves. I think? utilizing weapons. I think that law-abiding citizens can be trusted to handle those rights responsibly. I just don't know that the timing is right for us at this time to move forward with additional gun legislation. So there's a difference of opinion in the House and the Senate, which, I'm going to be honest with you guys, that could be the death of this bill. What happened, the disagreement, the Senate saying, do we really want to push this, because, your rights are your rights. Should we really help you? It could be tough. And here's the part about the NRA. So Grassroots North Carolina, a gun rights group that was one of the bill's chief supporters, had strongly urged GOP leaders to take it up this week. The group's president, Paul Vallone, as I mentioned earlier, said yesterday he would continue to work on trying to get the bill passed this session. Now, Paul indicated that the National Rifle Association had concerns about education requirements that had been added to the bill Tuesday while it was considered by a House committee. And I told you again, the Speaker said he will not move the bill if that was not in there. Now listen to this. This is from Paul. Quote, "We are disappointed that the NRA, which has been largely absent in this session of the General Assembly, swooped in at the last minute and declared the bill unacceptable due to the training provision we had added. We are continuing to work on the bill. It is still alive, and we are by no means done." Now, DJ Spiker, who is NRA's North Carolina State Director, in a response said that NRA, quote, "will never apologize for refusing to compromise on an issue as critical as constitutional carry." But they didn't do anything to get it to the point of where it is. So that is where I want to hear from you, the viewer. Are you upset because they had to put in this training requirement, even though there's no way to verify you did the training or verify you didn't, to satisfy one key politician so that they will move the bill through to the floor? Are you mad at the NRA saying we don't accept an education requirement, thus we don't back the bill? This is one of those things that I often, it's tough on this channel because I am no compromise, zero, none. And I struggled with this myself, if I'm being honest. Would you rather have, so say your state has no constitutional carry now, would you rather have some constitutional carry and work to get all of what you want, or would you rather have nothing at all? That's a question for you, all of you, specifically if you live in North Carolina. What do you think about what happened? I'll keep you in the loop if something happens, but as of right now, it's looking tough. But I know Grassroots North Carolina is working as we speak to push it through. Let me know down below, guys and gals. If you're into the Second Amendment, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent things around it, lawsuits, bills, NRA, subscribe to the channel down below. I'll bring you the information every single day. I just don't know about this one, man. Just to butt in the last second and kill it, I don't think that's a victory. I think that's, in this case, hurting the cause. Let me know. What say you? Till we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.